I want to start out by thanking and acknowledging my Saba, who spent many weeks studying with me as we learned about Pesach, Shavuot, and the significance of counting the Omer. And I am happy to tell you for the first time I have counted the Omer every evening. It's amazing what the gift of a party will do to improve your memory. 1 day to my bar mitzvah, 2 days to my bar mitzvah, and so on till the 33rd day. Party time! We count in a specific way, first saying the number of days we are on, and then we rephrase that number into weeks and days. So tonight is 33 days, 4 weeks, and 5 days of the Omer, log meaning 33 in Hebrew. Jews count time because for Jews time counts, and we focus on making every day special because it will never return. We are now on the great journey from Pesach to Shavuot. Hashem liberated us from the oppression of Paro in Egypt and led us on the journey through the desert to arrive at Har Sinai and Shavuot to receive the Torah. The 49 days of counting of the Omer symbolize not only the physical journey, but more importantly our spiritual journey. Our rabbis teach that when we left Mitzrayim, we are on the 49th level of Tumah, spiritual impurity. And on each day of the 49 days of the Omer, we concentrate on improving one aspect of our midah until we are ready to receive the Torah. The redemption from slavery was not complete until we received the Torah, and therefore Shavuot is a completion of Pesach. Hashem replaced servitude to Paro with us becoming his servants, and that is what my Bat Mitzvah journey is all about. The sacrifice brought to the temple at Pesach was an Omer of barley, and the sacrifice brought to the temple at Shavuot was a wheat offering. In those days, animals ate barley and humans ate wheat. This is symbolic of the journey from a more animal instinct as we left Egypt and the journey of growth to Har Sinai. Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the Omer, marks the date of the death of one of the greatest Talmudic sages, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. This is a day of great celebration because tradition says that on his deathbed, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai revealed the secrets of the Zohar, the primary book of the Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah. In addition, Lag BaOmer celebrates the life of Rabbi Akiva because the plague that killed his students stopped on that day. Akiva ben Yosef was a poor and uneducated shepherd. He worked for a wealthy man called Basabua and cared for thousands of sheep. Basabua only had one child, a beautiful and God-fearing daughter, Rachel. The most learned and eligible young men of that time would have considered themselves fortunate to marry Rachel. But Rachel, the heir to so many riches, had observed the shepherd Akiva, and she understood that his ignorant youth had the making of a great scholar. On the condition that Akiva would leave her father's work to go and study Torah, she married him secretly. Basabua was very angry that Rachel had acted against his wishes, and he gave them no money, so they were very poor. And as we know, Rabbi Akiva went on to become one of the greatest Talmudic scholars, Torah scholars of all time, and ultimately was welcomed into the family by his father-in-law. It was Rachel's heroism and self-sacrifice that gave us the great Rabbi Akiva, the wisest, most sensitive, and greatest Tanakh teacher of his time, and one of the greatest of all time. One famous story tells of Rabbi Akiva as he was walking with some colleagues when they came upon the temple and destroyed its state. The other rabbis wept, but Rabbi Akiva laughed. "Why are you laughing?" they asked. "Why are you weeping?" he replied. "Why are we weeping? Look at the Temple Mount. Is that not something to weep over?" Rabbi Akiva explained that the destruction of the temple was part of the prophecy of redemption, and only once the destruction occurred could the possibility of redemption follow. His colleagues were comforted and thanked him for his wisdom. Rabbi Akiva was well known for his attitude to his fellow Jews. His favorite verse from the Talmud was, "Love your fellow as you love yourself," V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. And he treated everyone with respect because we are all children of Hashem. As I reviewed the material in preparation for this important day, I found many inspiring lessons that I will take with me throughout my life. The journey of growth in midah and closeness to Hashem that Bnei Israel experienced as they traveled from Mitzrayim to Har Sinai. The role model of the great woman in my life, my mom, my grandmothers, Grandma and Softy, my aunts and great aunts, who all show me every day what it means like to be an Eshet Chayil modeled after Rachel. The ability to always learn and become closer to the text of the Torah and the commentaries as Rabbi Akiva did. The great faith and belief in redemption that Rabbi Akiva had. The idea that we as Jews can each day count. The idea that every person has value. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. I have so many wonderful people who love me and have the important mitzvot that inspire me. Like I have counted the Omer this year, I want to count the people in my life that make a difference. Each day of the Omer represents an attribute or quality, chesed, loving kindness, gevurah, justice and discipline, tiferet, harmony and compassion, netzach, endurance, hod, humility, yesod, bonding, and malchut, leadership and sovereignty. These 33 people have influenced me positively with combinations of those attributes. My dad, who through hard work and dedication to our family is like Rabbi Akiva. I love you, Dad. Day 1. My mom, who is like Rachel. She sees my beauty and acknowledges my attributes. I love you, Mom. Day 2. Sam, my only brother, who makes life fun and sometimes difficult. Day 3. Bella, my sister, whose sweetness I adore. Day 4. My grandma and grandpa, who I love and with whom we like to spend winter break. They also have me over in New Jersey during summer. Thank you for traveling from New Jersey. Days 5 and 6. My Saba and Softy, who are constants in my life. I love it when you pop over to visit or take us to school. Days 7 and 8. My uncles Yehuda and Ruben, who visit regularly and make life fun. Thank you for coming from New York City. Days 9 and 10. My Aunt Lindy, Uncle Ari, and cousins Yosef, Fernand, Dove, and Orly. I love you all and I miss you so much. Thanks for coming from Memphis to share my special celebration. Days 11 through 16. My Uncle Johnny, Aunt Natalie, and cousins Lenny, Alice, and Charlie, who are so special to me. When you had Lenny, I proudly became a babysitter. Days 17 through 21. My Aunt Judy, Uncle Ellie, and cousins Alyssa, Benny, and Jenna, who like to have fun and add spontaneity to our lives. Days 22 to 26. My great aunt and Uncle Sandy, Sandy and Avi, who never forget a birthday cupcake celebration and add energy and excitement to my life. You are the best neighbors. Day 27 to 28. And my girlfriends from school who together make school fun, Shabbatot amazing, and vacation times interesting. Days 29 through 33. I also want to acknowledge my teachers at Maimonides Hebrew Academy who inspire me to learn, and Mrs. Jordana Top, with whom I learned about biblical Jewish women. A special shout out of appreciation to Amir Attachment for helping me plan my Bat Mitzvah party. Your help was invaluable and really appreciated. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving me the best Bat Mitzvah party ever, and for knowing what I like to do and understanding me so well. Thank you for letting me get a pet dog, Hazel Basil, who was so fun in addition to having 2 guinea pigs. I love you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in my celebration.